Hello everybody, and welcome to Oakfield Farm. You join me in the middle of moving a few things around. I went and bought this new trailer. A great big behemoth of a trailer. I just got it reset to the farm. But as I was waiting, I got a notification. I was actually waiting for the day to end, or the night to end, should I say, and this next day to start, ready for recording. And I got a notification that the bunker silo is finished fermenting. So, no prizes for guessing what we're doing today. It wasn't my original plan to do this today. I actually had some spraying intended for today. So I was going to take that vent there and put some narrow tyres on it. But as this is done, as you can see, the cover is slowly coming off of it. I instead will be looking to get rid of some of this silage. And there's obviously a few frame rate drops on this map. And hopefully this will not take us too long. I'm hoping anyway. Got quite a big bucket, but we'll at least do one trailer load today. Definitely don't want to tip this in the wrong spot. It's filling up nice and quick. I noticed another YouTuber called Dagwin. For those of you who have watched some of my other episodes, you'll know that I am a fan of Dagwin's videos. I noticed that he has a little overlay at the top of his screen that tells him about how full things are. Now, I don't know what that's called, so if you know what that's called and you could let me know in the comments, that would be very much appreciated, because that would be very useful to me. This trailer we're using is a mod, as is almost everything we use. There is plenty of silage to go around. We probably have multiple trailers. If I'm being honest, I don't even know where the BGA is on this map. It's not something I've even looked at. I think it's next to the shop. Let's see how full we are now. We're only at 32% full. We've got ages to go yet. See if we can clean up some of this stuff that's closer to the bottom of the bunker. Get some of this out of the way. Oh, that could have gone badly. Have to be more careful in the future. I'll start loading, I think, further over the back here because it's almost empty. This is where a joystick would come in handy for this. hopefully I'll be getting one of those relatively soon. Also like to make an announcement on this video. If you don't watch any of my other series, then you wouldn't have already heard about this, as I haven't put it out on Twitter just yet. Now I may have by the time I've actually put this video online though, but I now have the ability to live stream, so I will be live streaming very soon. It won't be today, I don't think, as I need to still check and see how to set it up and things like that, but I'm using new recording software that gives me the option to live stream directly with it, which I think is a really good thing, as live streaming is something I've been wanting to do for a little while now. Probably get, I expect, 4 trailers out of this bunker. This is where we're going to earn some serious money. My intention was to not buy a harvester, because no point having it sitting for a year before it's used, but at this rate we will be buying our harvesters, I think. And I did mean to say plural there. If silage in 17 is like it was in 15, we're about to become really rather rich. Barely even taking any from here. I'll get this one closer to the front. Wonder how this trailer is coming along now. Still at 72%. Get at least a few more bucket loads in there. I imagine the bucket would just not let me empty once the trailer's full, I hope, rather than wasting it. So I want to tidy up this edge over here, so I'll just line myself up first. Put the bucket down and somewhat level. There's some other things I'd like to do on this map. I only just started doing some forestry work. I'd like to do a bit more of that. Not in this episode unfortunately, but soon. I also like to work on getting some wood chips too. A nice little stock of wood chips would certainly not go amiss. Lowered that too much there. This is where you aren't really going to see much in the way of movement in the bunker silo, because it's now got quite a pile to it. So it's going to take it's not going to take much to fill the bucket. But I'll start taking from a bit higher. Not quite that high, but I don't want to push anything over the edge. We'll check the trailer fill level after this one. Let's see how it's sitting, but we get just shy of 4,500 litres per bucket load. It definitely looks like it's going to be a heavy trailer. 96%, so I'll try for another bit of a bucket. you see that was an entire bucket load just sitting there anyway. But that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. And just see if we can get some of this in. Is it going to take the whole thing? No, it's not. So it does just refill the bucket and leave the front loader in the clamp. Just to leave it there, and let's see how our big class actually handles this. 56,000 litres. Oh, we are getting some wheel spin. Definitely going to want the beacons on for this one. And I think it'd also be worth having a look at the map. Where is the sell point? I think it's up here. There's a shop there. BGA, right there. Okay, so we're going to want to take main roads with this, no bumpy paths down at the back of the farm. Not sure if I need a front weight for this or not, but I seem to imagine okay at this speed. So I'm not sure when my live stream will be. I may actually try and do one today. I might not. We will see. I will announce when it will happen. My first one will not be very good, obviously. I've never live streamed before. Okay, so the brakes are kind of heavily affected by this trailer. Yeah, I've never live streamed before, so it's not something I actually know how to do. It's one thing recording a video, which is, you know, kind of easy to deal with, kind of thing. You know, you can kind of, if you make a mistake, then you just record it again and that kind of thing. But with a live stream, obviously, it's live, so if I mess up, I mess up. And I also need to consider things like, do I live stream a map I'm already doing? Do I live stream a new map? Do I even live stream a different game? All these things I need to consider. I have no idea about any of it yet. I've been too focused on figuring out how to actually manage to do a live stream with the setup that I had previously, but now with this new bit of software I have that I've only recently been made aware of, it's becoming a possibility, a real possibility. So it's something that I'll be doing very soon. This dreaded roundabout. Me and this roundabout have history. And history repeats itself. So we want to go somewhere on the right up here by the looks of it. Is it in here, right across from the shop? How do I get in there? It looks like it's here. I think the trailer got caught on the fence. Be interested to see how much this weighs. And it'd also be a good time for a screenshot, I think. Can I fit under here? Apparently not. That's a bit irritating. We'll go around this side then. Let me see. 56,335. So, for the screenshot, I think something along these lines would be quite nice. Just like that. Now, let's figure out where we tip this. I hope I don't actually have to load it with a front loader. That would ruin my day. If we do, I'll just buy a wheel loader, well, lease a wheel loader. It looks like we do. Let me just turn on the help window. This tractor is starting to need a wash. Yeah, it would appear that we actually do need to load it in that fashion with a bucket. That is actually kind of annoying. I knew I wasn't going to make it around there. So I just want to unload here, not that one. No, don't argue. I really do want it unloaded here. Is it disappearing? I could turn my HUD back on, I suppose. Apparently I can't unload there. What about just right here? Yeah, I can unload there. I'm not giving myself an awful lot of room to play with though. Driving over the top of your silage is maybe not the thing to do. This would have made quite a cool screenshot with that backdrop up the hill there. Should probably lower that before driving too far. Given my history with tipping tractors over. So what I'll do is I'll turn the beacons off, turn the engine off, and given that the shop's just across the road, we won't bother to use the hotkey to do it. We'll just run across the road. Like, not that one. I always do that. I always go to the wrong trigger. This one, front loader is what I want. I want a big front loader. Wheel loader. I do have a few mods. That one is really expensive. What is this? A silage bucket. How much can it hold? 3,500 litres, that's tiny. 3,500, 3,500, 4,000. 4,000. Where's the big bucket? I had a 4,500. 6,000 litre, that one will do. So we'll lease that, and a big case here. Let's see, wheel setup, design, wide fend, go for it, wide fenders, why not? We'll lease it. So we need to earn about 30 grand, I hope, in order to kind of break even. Not usually a fan of these machines because I don't like articulation. This is a mod. Quite a nice looking one. Doesn't look like there's interactive control, but that's fine. Definitely want the beacons on. We're just going straight in here with it. Now let's see the money start to come in. hopefully. Oh, it's a bit. Oh, I think we're going to make an absolute fortune with this silage. Just with the stuff we have here, we're going to probably make a good bit of money. The trailer's just under 60,000 litres and the bucket is 6,000 litres. It's going to be a roughly 10 bucket loads per trailer, and we're getting 4.5 grand per bucket load. It's going to be a good day for us financially. Leaving plenty of muddy dusty tracks. I think we started with like 120 odd thousand. So we need to at least get back to that with this first trailer load. Anything above that is profit. Very, very notchy. I don't think we'll have any problem getting back to breaking even. Oh, bucket's too low. I suppose the idea would have been to just tip directly into the silage clamp here, but that's a different matter. All that extra running around and things. May do it next year. Be good to see if we turn a profit with this trailer. We should. We definitely should. I think we're more or less breaking even now, if not already. It was somewhere in the mid-20s, or 120,000 that we had. Drove over the little pipe thing on the ground there. So yeah, I think that's now officially in a profit. Which is about time that we actually made some real money on this farm. We have turned a profit before with the likes of the cows, but nothing anywhere near like this is going to make us. This is going to make us a good couple of 100,000. Almost tempted to get one of these for the farm too, actually, with all this extra money. No, went straight into it. So yeah, we've definitely turned a profit already with just one trailer load. I think I missed a bit there, did I? I did. Bucket's not low enough. Try that again. Yeah, this last little bit over here. And just like that. Turn the beacons off. This is a leased machine, so we will just leave it here. It just turns off straight away. Nice little office in there. Can I go up here? No. Doesn't look like it. Apparently I can't get back down either. Maybe I wasn't meant to be in here. I'll just do this. There we go. No, still stuck on something. And they won't let me go forward. There no. I appear to be actually stuck. Okay, so all I'll do is something like that. That looked atrocious, but I suppose the way to go would be up here to get onto the roof up here. Although I don't see anything of great interest to me up here. What I'm wanting to know is, do I now have anything in here? It doesn't look like it. This still looks empty. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to get something out of it, or some slurry. But it's fine. We've turned a profit, and I'm thoroughly happy about that. But unfortunately that is all for today's episode. So if you have enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would be very much appreciated, and I will love you forever for it. And stay tuned to find out about what's happening with the live streams. I will announce on Twitter, as well as putting up a community post as well. So please keep an eye out for them. If you don't follow me on Twitter, my handle is @SimulatorYTube, and that's also the best place to get hold of me if there's anything you want to talk about, or you can leave a comment on this or any of my videos. I like to respond to all comments. I read every single comment, but I do like to respond to as many of them as humanly possible. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.